It's Tuesday, 14th October, 10:30 p.m. Dear viewers, hello and welcome. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, presenting you the domestic and international news prepared for this session live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm Hermela Gurmai, inviting you to join us on our tonight's news broadcast. Let's start with the major headlines. Meeting on implementation of development programs. Meeting to empower youth workers in Assab. United Nations says the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda peace deal is not being respected. And Chinese premier meets Ghanaian president. On our detailed domestic news. The Gashbarka Region Administration conducted a meeting on 13th October aimed at reviewing the implementation of development programs and the expansion of social services over the past 6 months, as well as outlining programs for the coming 6 months. At the meeting, reports focusing on the programs implemented, highlighting both strengths and challenges in collaboration with government institutions and the Western Command of the Defense Forces were presented by heads of the regional administration and line ministries. The participants conducted extensive discussions on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations. Ambassador Mahmoud Ali Harui, governor of the region, called for due attention to be given to the agricultural sector and the development of livestock resources, as well as efforts to control the prevalence of malaria. He also commended the contribution of the Western Command in the implementation of development programs. A meeting aimed at strengthening the organizational capacity and contribution of youth workers in the set-out development programs was conducted in the port city of Assab. At the meeting, in which youth workers from various government institutions took part, Mr. Usman Abdul Qadir, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in the Southern Red Sea region, gave a briefing focusing on enhancing productivity. Noting the significant role of youth workers in the implementation of programs at their respective workplaces, Mr. Usman called on the participants to apply their knowledge and energy toward the execution of development programs. Mr. Usman also highlighted the importance of organizing forums through which youth workers can share experiences with one another and express a readiness to play due part in the effort. Bana Harinet Secondary School in Dek Amhara Southern Region has recognized 48 outstanding students who scored high marks in the 2024 and 2025 National School Living Examination. The awardees are members of the 37th round of the National Service. Mr. Asmaran Taddese, director of the school, said that the awardees were students who scored between 3 and 4 GPA. He also urged them to work hard in their college education and become competitive students. He further indicated that out of 224 students who sat for the National School Living Examination, 113 scored grades qualifying them for degree and diploma programs, while 13 students scored a straight 4 GPA. Mr. Heptizgi Kirana, head of the Education Office in the Southern Region, said that the award was the result of the strong effort of the students themselves, as well as the support of their parents and teachers. He also congratulated the awardees and their parents. Dear viewers, do stay tuned for our international news right after the short break. Welcome back. The United Nations says that the agreed ceasefire between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda is not being respected. UN Special Envoy Huang Jia said the international peace efforts are commendable and promising, but they have to this day not lived up to their promises. The agreed ceasefire is not being respected. Huang Jia called upon countries of the region to resume direct and frank dialogue and to take all necessary measures to put an end to this war once and for all. The Democratic Republic of Congo's representative to the United Nations said the cessation of hostilities, the withdrawal of Rwandan troops, the end of their support for the M23, and the restoration of Congolese state authority over all occupied areas constitute non-negotiable conditions for genuine peace. The conflict in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has claimed the lives of thousands, while displacing millions from their homes. In other news, Chinese Premier Li Qiang yesterday met with Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama, who is in Beijing for the Global Leaders Meeting on Women. Li said that China and Ghana elevated bilateral ties to a strategic partnership last year, ushering the new opportunities for cooperation in various fields. China is ready to work with Ghana to expand practical cooperation and deepen the strategic partnership to bring more benefits of the people of both countries. Mahama said Ghana firmly adheres to the One China principle and stands ready to deepen cooperation with China in trade, investment, infrastructure, construction, energy, agriculture, and mining, while exploring new growth drivers in areas such as the digital economy and artificial intelligence. Dear viewers, we are done with the news prepared for this session, and now it's time for a quick recap. The major headlines. Meeting on implementation of development programs. Meeting to empower youth workers in ASAP. United Nations says the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda peace deal is not being respected. And Chinese Premier meets Ghanaian President. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all for tonight. Thank you for having us and have a blessed one.